Good morning, it's Monday, and I'm Nancy Joy here with Reflections. A lot of clients and friends have been talking, and clients have been calling me and about how we're responding to everything that seems to be changing so radically, especially over the past couple months with the financial situation, not just in our country, but of course in the world. And then you add on the possibility of expanded war in the Middle East and the oil crisis, and on you go. And what does it bring up? Well, it brings up fear. And even in the most connected of us that are truly centered in self, when we are, it brings up at times concern and fear. So to pretend it doesn't is not the answer. And then again, as I've talked about fear in the past, choose love over fear. Well, that doesn't work, because if your mind is driving you crazy with fearful thoughts, then choosing love, it's hard to get to. That's a hard thing to do. And I've always taught people with the emotion of fear to love the fear. Don't choose love over it. Love the fear, because the fear's there teaching you where you're very out of balance, where you're not in your center, where you are extrapolating all these things that have not actually even occurred yet. It takes you out of the present moment, and it keeps you stressed and riding on an edge of something you can't possibly know. We all have our thoughts about what's going on here. Some of us maybe believe it's a conspiracy thing, or an Illuminati, or time for another depression, or the dollar is going to lose all its value, and the mortgage thing, and all the homes that are in bankruptcy, and on and on and on with the craziness of the world all around us. But as we know, as spiritual beings, and many of us even healers, that you go into a healing crisis when you're really ready to change. You go into chaos, out of chaos comes order. That's an old World War II saying too, but it had merit. Out of chaos, then a new is created, a new way. Now, there may be an agenda out there, various factions of what that new way will be. But inside ourselves as spiritual beings, this is our opportunity. It's opportunity to create a reality that we really want. But in order to create it, of course, we're having to let go of the reality as it is. So when I saw this quote, I actually didn't see it. My husband brought it up to me, Mark, this morning, that Henry Kissinger had said something similar to this, that society in fear is easy to control. Well, that's so true, because, when you're really afraid, you'll almost bite onto anything that's going to take you out of the fear, instead of seeing the doorway. And the doorway is that you have the way out of your fear, and really only you, because any other solution is strictly temporary. So as the fears arise, as you're lying in bed at night, and they do come, what's to become of me? And some of us, maybe I'm running out of money, or what am I going to do if I can't pay my mortgage or my car payment? Or what about my son? My son can't do this or that, or my children. And it does weigh heavy on us. But it's a reality to use the doorway to flip around. And the flip around is to say, okay, I'm in fear. My mind is running rampant with me now. My ego's got complete control, and all these fear stories are being downloaded into me. I do have an opportunity here. And the first thing I tell people to do, very simple, cross your hands over your heart, close your eyes, and breathe the fear directly into your heart. Even with the words, thank you, thank you. And then you'll feel calmer right off the bat. And then it's time to shift to, all right, my fear is showing me I'm way out of balance and out of control here. Right now, as I sit here, I have food. My children are okay. None of us know what's going to happen tomorrow, regardless if this was a perfect world. It brings you back to the now. Come back to the now, and then look at how deep that fear was, and where it was showing you that you give your power away to others, to fix you, to save you, to help you, when it's all right inside of you. So to me, I think of fear as an indicator of an emotion that's bringing me back home into myself. It can be a wonderful opportunity. So as we're riding this wave of the shift, riding the wave of fear into the shift, let's say, we have opportunity, we have tools, we have the ability to decide how we're going to use every emotion. And fear is no different. Use fear constructively. Use it to help you come back to your center. Because if you are in your heart and you are in your center, the fear is just little tappings at your door, barely even audible. But if you're not in your center and you're not balanced and in your power, fear will knock you for a loop. Well, thanks, fear, because this isn't the place to be. So use the opportunity to ride your fear consciously, breathing it into your heart, loving it and understanding it, riding it through these next years coming up, whatever they may be, into the shift. And at the same time, be aware that your thoughts, everything you think about, is creating what you're going to experience next. It's, again, opportunity, and fear's just ringing the bell. So that's my message this Monday morning. Off to Peru a week from today. So there may not be a reflections if I get it done before I leave. There may not be a reflections next Monday, October 20th, which also happens to be my birthday. It's a great day because I'll be on my way to Peru, and I will be returning November 6th, which means the next reflections will not be until that second Sunday of November. So keep your hearts open with us during the election for the integration of the heart, and have some great weeks coming up. I'll be back with you soon. Have a great time. Bye.